Hello everybody, it's me Gage, and finally welcome back to Blood Battle. And today we have a very special fight for you. It's the Punisher from Marvel versus Red Hood from DC. Anyway, let's get right on to the Punisher. The Punisher's origin is as follows. Frank West wanted to be a priest, but he could never, forgive people who've done wrong deeds, so he instead joined the army. But then later, some bad guys killed his wife, and thus made him become the anti-hero known as the Punisher. Pretty straightforward. Now let us go over the Punisher's powers. He has absolutely no powers at all. He is just a guy with guns, pretty much. Anyway, let's get on to his other thing. Even though he doesn't have powers, he has the weaponry to compete with those who do. He has normally every type of gun, whether it be assault rifle, sniper, shotgun, pistol. If it's a type of gun, you know he has a type of it. He has rocket launchers, bombs, grenades, a Doc Ock robot arm, knives, a powerful gauntlet, but I do think he has lost this since. But he has had many other weapons, it's just that some have not been used recently. Now, let's go over the Punisher's feats. One of his most known is that he has killed the Marvel Universe. He has beaten Wolverine several times. He has beaten Daredevil, beaten Spider-Man several times. And one of his greatest accuracy feats was mid-jump. He shot the web shooters off of Spider-Man's wrist. And he has also outsmarted the Avengers. These are incredible feats that he is able to be done. He also has great durability feats too, such as the time he fell out of a building and had a rib knocked out and he was still able to fight. He has fought with many broken bones, broken ribs, as he has extremely high pain tolerance for a lot of different things. He also has a great moral code, which is when Captain America fought him, he didn't even raise a finger to defend himself because he liked Captain America. But yes, other than these feats, the Punisher has many other good ones, including defeating the Russian. Now let's go over his weaknesses. The Punisher's main weakness is he is still just a mortal man, and a lot of the time he does not protect his head, and sometimes he does not protect his arms. Now, in the original Punisher days, he had the whole full body suit. That full body suit was actually bulletproof all around, so that's highly impressive and also a great little thing for defense there as well. Now on to the Red Hood. The Red Hood is Jason Todd, a Robin who was kidnapped by the Joker with his mother, and Robin was viciously beaten with a crowbar and eventually blown up, just to send a message to Batman, where he eventually was resurrected in the, I forget the name, the Lazarus Pit, there we go. It was on the tip of my tongue there. But he came back from that, trained with the League of Shadows for a while, went back to Gotham and became the Red Hood, the powerful and vicious anti-hero. Now let's go over Red Hood's powers. He has a special ability where he can summon the All Blades. I'll go over that soon. And he also possesses a slight healing factor thanks to his dips in the Lazarus Pit over the years. Red Hood's weapons include electric gauntlet blades, the All Blades. Now I'm going to explain these. The All Blades are some mystical weapons that are able to cut through many differently powerful creatures. They're able to cut Kryptonian skin and many other Superman-level creatures with no problem. Now in some incarnations, it's stated that he needs to cut himself with these blades. Others, they don't, as it's an inconsistent weapon for the reason he uses it, but Red Hood can summon these blades at will and desummon them as well. He has handguns, and now his handguns are stated to be the strongest handguns in the world, as his handguns were able to shoot through Killer Croc's skin, which has been stated by many sources to be bulletproof. And these handguns have also shot through many other bulletproof substances and coverings, meaning that these handguns, they'll puncture things that are also bulletproof. He has many other guns, grenades, and even rockets. Now let's go over Jason's feats. He beat Batman in hand-to-hand combat, and another very impressive feat was that he punched through a submarine underwater. That is a thick layer of steel. And the next one is even crazier than that. He survived a nuke from the submarine underwater after punching through it with a hole in his helmet. Now, I'll explain why that is so great in just a minute. He has also survived a rocket hitting him, and he has also punched the immortality out of a guy because he learned a technique. Okay, now going back to the nuclear bomb feat. Now, the reason why this is so impressive is because, believe it or not, explosions are far more dangerous underwater, because the sheer shockwave from the blast will travel through the water, and since our body is mostly water itself, it'll also travel through our body. Such as if you were to get into a pool with a grenade, the sheer shockwave of the grenade would turn most of your inner organs to mush and rupture them. And as we can see in the upper corner there, Jason's face is exposed, so the bomb hitting him should have turned his brain into mush. But no, he survived it fine. And that is highly impressive durability feat right there. Now, Jason also has his own slight form of venom. You know that? On his venom, he broke free of Supergirl's grip twice. The first time she didn't know what to expect, but the second she actually put a grip on him to expect something. He also survived a fall she thought would kill him. Now then, time to talk about Jason's weaknesses. Jason's most notable weakness is he is hot-headed. Sometimes he won't think and will act on rage, allowing him to be sloppy. Another one is he is not as highly trained as Batman, even though he did manage to beat him in hand-to-hand combat once. But overall, the main weakness with Jason Todd is again his aggression. Oh, and one more thing I forgot to mention. He is covered in bulletproof clothing. His jacket, his shirt, his pants, and his helmet is all bulletproof. He has no real weak spots. Anyway, on to the fight. Looks like the winner is Red Hood. Now let's go over why. Now, Red Hood is just better stats overall. He has shown far more impressive strength feats, he's shown better speed feats, and he has also shown far greater durability feats than that of the Punisher. His All Blades also gave him a huge edge as they because they could cut through anything the Punisher could throw at him. His armor wouldn't be able to combat that since bulletproof armor... Compare this. Bulletproof armor, Kryptonian skin. Bulletproof armor, or Kryptonian skin. There's no question there that those swords would be able to cut through the Punisher like butter. He has also been trained by Batman, so he's no slouch when it comes to combat either. And all of his armor is bulletproof rather than just the Punisher's. Yes, his suit is bulletproof, but over the years he's degraded to pretty much just a bulletproof vest over the shirt and the pants. He doesn't really use that old-fashioned all-bulletproof armor anymore. And another reason is, even if he did have the full bulletproof armor, Jason's handguns can penetrate Punisher's armor. Since they were able to penetrate Killer Croc's, there's no doubt they can penetrate his. But if the Punisher had used a Punisher mech or a Punisher Iron Man suit that he had gotten once, then he would win with these, as these just has much more versatility and maybe durability than anything Jason's shown. I did not include these, however, because we have no real feats for these and he has not used these much. So I just thought it would be unfair to use these things that he has not used that much. Yes, he's used these things before, but like I said, they have no real feats to go off of. So the only real feats would be that they're of normal Iron Man and normal steel, which even then the All Blades would probably be able to cut through, and maybe even the handguns be able to shoot through, or maybe Red Hood would even be able to punch through them. Since he's punched through a nuclear submarine's hull, that's obviously thicker metal than that of the Iron Man suit, and maybe even of that mech. But if I did give him these, Punisher would have probably won with these, just because these things stereotypically have much better things about them. But I didn't because, like I said, we haven't seen these that much. So the winner between the Punisher and Red Hood, I gotta give it to the Red Hood.